Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not new to this, then you're true to this and you're already subscribed. But if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow the family here. So guys, we are talking about today how to be confident and authentic as a content creator. So let's get right into the video. Whew, okay, that was a little more sexy than I imagined, but let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so I wasn't really at first trying to be a content creator. I just liked creating content and just taking pictures of myself. So I would say like back in 2015 when I was in college, I had a professor that made us start a blog, and I was like, oh, this is how you start a blog. Okay, I kind of think I want to actually do this. So I finally started my blog. The original name, I'm not going to say because I may actually bring that name back. I already have the domain and everything, so yeah. But I started a blog and I started like taking pictures. Content creator wasn't a thing at this point. It was literally just people just creating content for fun. But then I kind of got discouraged because I think the act of being vulnerable scares me. I'm a very private person. I don't like to really let things let people in on things. Like even my family, I moved to New York City, no one knew. Like my family, I keep things from a lot of people. Like I'm a very private person basically. So when I started content creating, I remember I posted a video and a friend like messaged me on Twitter. I will never forget this friend or the message. I think I still have it. And she was like, oh my God, do you create YouTube videos? I was like, no. No, I don't. Like, no. Because I didn't want like people looking at it or people I knew. But she did. And she would have been supportive, and she still is supportive. But yeah, so I think that fact of it like scared me and overwhelmed me. But now it's like, even if you're not a content creator, anything you do, you have to put yourself out there, whether it's you applying to jobs or you like asking someone out or you standing up for yourself. Like you have to put yourself out there and you have to be vulnerable at some point. So I'm like, you know what? It's been 5 years that I've gone in and out. Our life has happened that I haven't been able to keep at it. This year we're going to keep at it. I'm going to share my tips on how I do it. So I do have my tips written down. I also have a blog post on it. Check the description box for the link to the blog post in case you want to review. But the first tip, sorry guys, my friend texted me. He's coming to visit. I'm so excited. The first tip is get alone. So every time, it's actually ironic that every time I said I wanted to be a content creator, God like removed everyone from around me, whether it was like ending friendships or just like really isolating and separating me. Me being someone who's extrovert, I was like, oh my gosh, why is everyone leaving me? Why am I all alone? Like, oh my God, this is so sad. But really, I feel like that was him telling me like, here, you want to do this, you need to spend time alone to get to this. Even now I'm living in my apartment alone. In New York City, that's very like, that's unrealistic. Like I've been living in this apartment now 4 months alone. Yeah, 4 months. And I'm just like, okay, God, what are you trying to tell me? So I'm like, okay, this is the time, this is it. I'm not gonna have God keep wasting his time and energy on me when he could be working on someone else who actually needs more help than me. So I really think you should get alone, just because I think one thing that I'm trying to work on is I seek validation from other people. I'll say like, oh, this top looks good on me, don't you think? And I'm waiting for that person to agree to then decide if I want to buy it. No, if the top looks good on me, I'm gonna just buy it. I don't need someone else's validation to confirm that I should do this or that I should buy this. If it just so happens that someone else compliments, wow, that top looks good on me, I'm extra buying it. But I was already gonna do it without their validation or not. There's been times where people have said, oh, I didn't really like that on you, but there's people who love it. Like sometimes I feel like people can be, I don't want to say jealous, but can just be I can't think of the word that I want to use. They can just feel some type of way about your success or your confidence in yourself, that they're just like, oh my gosh, she just does this and she's just so confident about it. How does she do it? And I think because other people lack that confidence, they try and either diminish yours or they like make themselves small. Because I've had people that was around me where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this, or oh my gosh, let's do this, and they just like, they make themselves smaller, or they just become small. And I don't like that around me. I like the people around me to be confident, and you're doing your thing, you're busting your butt with your business, in school, at your job, whatever it is. I'm still gonna support you, but that isn't a reason for you to be envious. I think that's the word. That isn't a reason for you to be envious of me, or like feel that because I'm going after this, you can't also go after that as well. And I think for me, it took a lot in me to learn that, which is why I tend to not have a lot of girlfriends, because I feel like with hanging out with girls, sometimes that envy comes about, and I don't like that. I like it to be more like a sisterhood. We're supporting each other, we're helping each other out. You're doing this, how can I help you? What am I doing? What do you need help with? If I need help with something, even if I don't ask for it, but if I ask for it, you're supporting me, helping me, whatever. It's a two-way relationship, and it's not like I tell you I do this and I get nervous and scared. I mean, not I get nervous and scared, but you just like diminish yourself. So I think like getting alone and doing stuff, the right tribe of people will come around. This time around, going about content creation, I think like I'm slowly starting to build a tribe of people that they're just like, oh my gosh, you're doing this content creation stuff, you need to be in our circle, because we're also doing the same thing, and we want people who are like hungry for it. And it's also not just people who are talkers, it's actually people who are doing it, and not just saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start this business, or oh yeah, I'm gonna start this YouTube or blog or whatever the case may be, or get serious on Instagram. We're actually talking about it, and then we're actually doing it. So I think like that's really important, because I think people crave the sense of community, the sense of like people around me who are like rich, famous, and well known, and acting like just grow from their success. And for me, it's really just, I don't really care to grow from someone else's success. I want my own success, and if I'm around a bunch of successful people, that's great. I think within that, I also learned that I shouldn't lower my confidence just because someone else's confidence isn't up there, up to where I am. Like if I say I'm gonna like start a blog and someone's like, oh, I want to start a blog too, great, let's both start the blog together. We can learn and go to classes and figure this thing out together. I also learned that I need to just learn that sometimes some people, not into friendship, but I just have to hold them at a distance and keep going about what I'm doing. And even though they may be envious, or they may lack that confidence to go after what they want, also that shouldn't stop me, or that shouldn't cause me to diminish my my energy or my hype to want to do this. So that was very much like the biggest thing that I learned. Do it alone. You will find your community. It's not going to be forever. Just do it alone and get started. Don't wait for someone. Don't, because you see your friend's face get sad, just do it alone. Like you will figure it out. And I think by doing it alone, your headspace is clearer, and God can really talk through you on what he wants you to do, or how he wants you to go about this. So highly suggest that as tip number 1, do it alone. Tip number 2, stop looking at everyone else. Whew. I am talking to myself on this one. I think as content creators, you tend to look at this person, you're like, oh my god, this person did this video, or this person did this post, wow, my video or my post isn't as great, or oh, I don't look as great in this, or this person always puts out perfect content, how do they do it? I've gotten the opportunity to meet and be friends with content creators, and I think like through that you realize like they're still human. Not gonna name names, but there's a certain family out there that we all know that highly edit their pictures like a lot, And I think in remembering that, it's knowing that everyone on social media is showing the best parts of their life. No one is gonna post a picture up of them sad, or them like at their worst, or them just like just the bad. It's always gonna be a happy, smiling, perfect, moody, model-esque picture. No, they're not gonna post anything sad. And I think just remembering that if you're so focused on what everyone else is doing, this probably isn't the right industry for you. And I say that, not saying that I have a right to say who belongs in this industry or who doesn't, but I really think for me, it's about the content and creating things to inspire people. That's my mission, that's my goal. I just want to inspire people to go after what they want and just have the confidence to do it. That's why I do this. That's why I influence. And that's how I hope to influence. If you're doing this because, oh, this person posted this cute picture, I need to go post another cute picture exactly like theirs. Or you get like down about your content because you're like, well, my content doesn't look like their page, or doesn't look, it's not giving me the same aesthetic. I think that you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. And I've known people where they're like, I just want to have like a bunch of followers and be like well known on social media. And I'm just like, I don't think I should be hanging around you. And I've stopped talking to them. Their platforms have definitely grown. And I'm sure that their themselves have grown, but it's just, I still don't want to be around you. That's great. I'm so happy that you're able to grow this following, but stop looking at other people and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and just do you. What's meant for you will not miss you. And I think the influence and the creativity and what makes you special will be enough that you don't need to copy or be like someone else. You have your own spark, your own like special influence that you don't have to be that way. There's one influencer that I love, and I love her because she has a great following on YouTube, but she doesn't post a picture every day on Instagram. She posts like once a month. And she's like, I'm a low-key girl. I'm not gonna be like these Instagram girls like posting pictures every day. This is my life. This is what I'm comfortable with sharing. That's that. You have a right to like set boundaries on what you want to share. You have a right to like, just because someone else shares something doesn't mean you also have to share the same thing that's happening in your life. You can choose not to share it. It's totally up to you. Like, I think the best part about being a content creator is you pick and choose what you want people to know. So I say all of that to say, don't do something because of someone else. Do it because you want to do it, and do it because it sits right with your morals and it sits right with your mission and your purpose behind why you became a content creator. So yeah, sorry if this video is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, but this is just what I feel. The third one, ooh, this one is another one that hits me. Don't overwhelm yourself. I definitely think I did that when I first started, because I was like, okay, I need to be shooting a video this day, I need to be doing this day, because I think with creating content, you're like, okay, this person is posting stuff, like they have a schedule, how are they keeping up with it? And I think it's remembering that, like, as a content creator, technically, you're working all the time. Like, anything you're doing can be content, and you're working all the time. It's just the fact of sitting down and edit it and figuring out how you want to share this content with the world. Yeah. It's a very like, it's a very hard thing, I think, getting in as a content creator, because it's like, how do I set the framework for myself? And knowing that, like, even though someone else does something with their content, or how they like record or get their content isn't the same way that you have to also do your content. I've definitely learned that over the years of trying to like be a content creator and getting into this industry, is I was just so much like, what is the system, like what is the flow, how do I do this? And I think it's just figuring out what works for you. Like, unfortunately, with the way that these social media platforms are set up, especially Instagram, and mainly only Instagram, that's really the only one that I feel like has like the biggest algorithm. It's like algorithm challenges. Do what works for you. With Instagram, unfortunately, you do have to be posting every day if you want your platform to grow. But I think be realistic. One of my friends, she's a content creator, she told me just post 3 to 4 times a week. If that's all you can do, just give it. Just don't go weeks without posting. Then it's like you're not seeming serious to your audience. So find a schedule that works for you, but do know that you should be posting at least half or more than half of the week. So if there's 7 days, there's 7 days in the week. you should post 3 to 4 plus times a week. Don't post less than that, because if you do, you may not get as much engagement, or your following is going to take a longer time to grow. So definitely make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself. I was trying to do too much, and I just like, with working and trying to be a content creator, it is doable. It's just finding the balance between also working on my content but also taking rest. That was the hard part for me. Is I was like, okay, I'm gonna be on all the time, and I was like, I don't feel like I have a break between work, content creating, and rest. So figuring that out was the key. Now that I feel like I've gotten the good enough like formula and what works for me, it's only up from here. So don't overwhelm yourself. Even if you doing 1 Instagram post a day or 1 Instagram post a week, or start off with 1, and then you're able to grow from there. My last tip is get disciplined. Like I said with Instagram has its algorithms. You have to show your audience and show Instagram, like, look, I'm not just a one-time poster. I will post, show my content to the people. So I think get very disciplined. For me, like I was saying before with the systems, I had to figure out a system that worked for me, but also still worked with the algorithm and things like that. So I've formed my plan, my content creation formula, it works. Now from here, it's me getting disciplined on, okay, I'm shooting these YouTube videos these days. Okay, I'm shooting content for my Instagram, or I'll take a picture when I'm out doing this, or I'll take a video when I'm out doing this, or I'll create a reel from that. It's getting disciplined, creating the content, and having your plan. Because for me, when I'm at work, I'm not able to do anything content creation related because I'm busy. Like, from the moment I step in the doors to the moment I leave, I can't do anything. So getting disciplined around, okay, if I'm at work, I have this post planned out, scheduled to go, and I'm able to just go and do my job and really focus on that, and not be trying to like take my lunch break to do that. Like, sometimes even my lunch break, I can't do content creation stuff. I have to like focus on work even while I'm at lunch. So that's unfortunate, but it's the reality, and I just have to figure out a plan around how I can stay disciplined and keep at it. So that's really all of the tips that I have. I hope that helped. I hope it made sense. I will have a blog post on it as well. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, it'll be down in the description box. Check that out. If you have other tips or other things that helped you become a content creator, or be disciplined, or be authentic in your content creation, post it down below. I want to see more people grow into this industry. I think it's not oversaturated. I feel like everybody has a certain influence of themselves that make people flock to them. I think it's just being authentic to yourself, because people can see through that, and they will eventually not engage or follow or like your content. Some people will like it and not care, but I think for you not to have to work twice as hard to be like someone else and be waiting for this person to do their next move to decide on what your next move is, just do you, and you should be good. So yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked this. Let me know. If you didn't, that's fine. Let me know as well. Feedback is welcomed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are subscribed. If not, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.